Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 18 of Tomb World Survival. So quick recap of the goals before we get going. I rescued Tony's father and that's all I can check off. Establish a trade route is definitely what I'm going to work for this episode. So we had a bit of a, I wouldn't say catastrophic failure, but we had a bit of a failure where we lost a solar power panel, but I'm going to start replacing that with chem fuel generators because chem fuel is going to be easier to protect and easier to guard. And that will be my my choice here. So what I'm going to do is wake up Cefalu here and have him tidy up and repair the kill box, and then put the turret back inside, and then grab everything that's out there and start. No, why? All right, okay, whatever. Grab everything that's out there and put it back indoors. Disease infection. Stormy got a disease. Okay, so Stormy, you are going to rest, and Tony, the surgeon, is going to treat you. There's really not a lot of room for sickness and failure here. So, other assignments, let's see. I want everyone else to be no radiation restricted. Why did they all go unrestricted? I don't know. That's strange. But Cefalu is going to keep his restrictions. All right, so we repaired that. And next, Cefalu is going to Caravan. Being the pacifist, he's going to be somewhat... I'm not going to treat him like Jay or Doc, but he is definitely going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting here because if you're not going to be fighting, you're going to be bleeding for the community in a different way. Alright, so tidying up the blood, making Stormy's time here a little bit more palatable. And he's about to drop slag. Speaking of slag, where's this dead power? Right here? Here we go. You are going to go back to unrestricted. Alright, so we should start building a roof. No, hold on. Let's go ignore roof. Everywhere. Cefalu, the next thing I want you to do is let's set you up on limited radiation. And we're going to go get more components for our power grid. So we've dug all this beautiful network of tunnels so that you could break down a ship chunk. And this will allow us to build the chem fuel generator. We are out of components right now, but we won't be in a moment. Checking up in your radiation. It's initial, so that's fine. We're going to be keeping Jane's inside. Working on art, I guess. Alright, so Seth here is going to Caravan once again. Let's see, load. Load. Oh, okay. Let's switch this. Load, load. And haul. Remove limited radiation. I'll add this to limited, and then when I haul, you should take the path. Good. Perfect. I think the speed benefit of building flooring there is just not really worth it, because I don't have, I can't build roofs to keep it from getting snowed on. So I'll just leave it be. Oh, good. We are browning out right around the time that I want to, build the chem fuel generator. So all the more reason to chem fuel it up. Let's get that going. And need chem fuel. Oh, limited radiation doesn't allow him to go actually interact with the chem fuel. So let's go no radiation. And flick, or no, we don't even need a flick. Reconnect that off. Save a little bit of power. And now we should be generating more power. The beautiful thing about chem fuel is it will generate power and heat. So, sort of a double trouble. Where are you going? Oh, you're just hauling. Okay, cool. So the next thing I need to do is to send Janes to set up a trade route. We have all the jackets we need, so... also... I need to make some toques. 4 toques out of cloth. I'm trying not to use the muffalo wool until I can really make some nice ones. Getting Agro's crafting up. His crafting's at 11, but if we get it up to like 15, our chances of like excellent stuff is even higher. Oh, there goes the Psychic Soothe. Alright. And a bunch of toques will keep people a little bit warmer and keep their heads a little bit protected. Barely at all, granted, but a little bit more. Once this cotton fully grows, we will swap it back over to rice as we transition our power away from solar and wind over to chem fuel. We're going to want to be able to have excess rice to turn into chem fuel if we need to. Looks like the base is getting a little dirty, so Cefalu here is going to clean and construct and grow and not haul as a high priority. So we have 8 components. And we'll need 4 for the trade route. We will need chem fuel, but in about 8 hours we'll get some chem fuel made from the chem reactor, which is cool. I'm also going to need to send 2 people to the trade run because one person's not going to be strong enough to haul anything back to the pods or the future settlement or any of that. Restrict and assignments. Okay, everyone looks good. James, what is your radiation buildup? Pretty low. Alright, I'm going to be sending him fairly soon. So what I'm going to do is edit this no food, no raw food or travel meals. And that won't include prepackaged survival meals or PSM. No raw or... And then a new is going to be anything when they're traveling. Maybe not corpses. And maybe not raw. But that's sort of like a quote-unquote anything. So now when James heads off on his trade route, I think when he gets fully rested, I'll probably leave. You know, actually, now is probably a pretty good time. Okay, so let's go ahead and launch. We're going to launch James and 10 meals. And 4 components. No, I don't even need to send the components just yet. Just Janes and 10 meals. Except. Launch group, and we will land right there. Now that I have Cefalu, I have someone that actually can build a transport pod, which is nice. Alright, so we are going to settle right here. It says negative relationship, but that's not true. I modified it. So right now we have 79. I settle here. We should still have 79, unless I, you know, fumbled somehow as a modder. Yep, still 79. I actually don't know how to... Oh, and there's an ancient danger here. That's cool. Looking around. Wow, this is a dismal map. There's some boom rats here, though. But I don't have time to do any of that jazzy mining. I'm going to start digging here. You know what? Actually, I'm going to start... There's so much steel here, so I'm going to start digging here. Because it will be really nice if I don't have to send any steel. So the toques are done. So no radiation zone. Outpost, no radiation. And I'm going to try to make this place sort of habitably nice. Like a bare... Ooh, don't stand there. A bare minimum, but sort of nice enough that as a way station, it's okay. Which will include a spacious interior and a nice bed. Not really. It's not going to include any heat. Let's see. We are going to want a little stockpile and do haul steel. I'll just forbid the door and unrestrict them. How's everyone doing back here? Cefalu, you made the pod. Good. You're cleaning dirt. Good. We're making work. We have plenty of meals left. Janes. At this point, I'm going to work, or actually I'm going to Caravan. Mr. Janes, nowhere. But we are going to grab this stuff real quick. Alright, so our radiation doing this little outpost hasn't really been that bad yet. The next issue is going to be setting up the pods. So we're going to need a... I'm going to have to try to find... What I'll try to do is to dig out until I have some space inside the mountain protected. Where I can set up the pod launchers. So what I really need is not overhead mountain, or I could remove the roof. I could always remove the roof. So I guess what I'll do is... I'm going to set up some steel walls here. And a steel wall here. I know, this looks really, really, really strange. Furniture. We are going to go with a steel bed. And that's good. Dumping. Honestly, having a dumping zone right there is fine. Because that will provide cover for raiding. I certainly won't have any power here. But I will only need to be able to supply the chem fuel and some components. Alright, let's check back over here. Make sure everything is copacetic, good, nice, etc. It is. I think for now, I'm going to keep some extra cotton. I'm going to keep cranking out some extra cotton in case I want it / need it. At some point, Jane's here ought to, yeah, I ought to make the base nice. Oh, some pods. Not going to be able to get that. That's a little outside my region of comfort. So I think what I'll do is I'll have a door here, and this will lead to the outside. And then the real trouble is I'm probably going to want some sort of power generation here so I can have a turret protect this area so it's not entirely unprotected when I'm not here. That way, if this place gets raided, I don't need to run and guard it. Alright, so he's sleeping in the dark. I'm really mostly... okay. Restrict assignments. Anything. Let's get him some food. You know what? Before I eat that... let's... whoever slapped together a table and chair before you had a meal. But just trying to make him not angry. At least there's extremely low expectations here. That's sort of helping. Alright, so the idea here is to remove the roof here to build the pod launchers. And this will be the pod launch room, and it will be protected from would-be raiders not hanging out outside. But then I still need a turret or something. How's my uranium back here? I have enough uranium for another mini turret. I almost have enough uranium for 2 mini turrets. Crave. That's not that far from this door. Checking up on radiation here. Aggro, you are all set to start digging towards the ancient danger, I think. So, aggro, let's make sure... let's paint the limited radiation zones. So, I'm... going to quick paint the limited radiation zones, and this will also include here. Aggro, you are going to go on limited radiation, which means I think what will end up happening is he'll start mining. Oh, we have a raid. They're pirates scattering a little bit everywhere, attacking immediately. So never mind that. Now we have all these little windows to fight people, so let's use them. Cefalu. Let's have a no radiation. Limited radiation. Go get that turret delivered. And let's take a look real quick. You've got Zane, Marietta, Martinez, Utah, Holster, Gecko, and Teamer. And Teamer is the one I'm going to fight first. He's going to run into these guys. Are you seeing the... oh, you're actually not seeing the corpse. Good. Oh, that's not in home zone. Okay, that's why we haven't repaired it. These guys are still sort of waiting around for Teamer. Janes, you are actually Believe it or not, better off than they are. Paved tile, metal tile is nicest. I'm going to go with metal tile just because we have a lot of steel here, and it's going to be hard to get that steel home. Oh, he's a brawler. Okay. Is the door going to close behind him? Yes. Is he hurt? Yes. Zane. So if he's a brawler, let's go up to this door. He's not going to be able to bash through the there. Tony has a knife. Actually, I'll have you keep the knife. Okay, go to the other door. James, how's everything going? You are spaceship tiling that up. They call metal tile like spaceship tile. That's why I referred it to as such. Metal tiles for that spaceship look. See? Not making this stuff up. Alright, Teamer, you are not going to be able to shoot my power grid. He's going to be able to get in this time. But hopefully... Oh, guys, shoot! He is taking a lot of shots. Oh, what, he's bashing my pod? What a dummy. What a dummy. Alright, he's dead. Let's go over here and start... What are these? They're all mailers? Let's see. I'm going to need dead power here. But there's nowhere good to put it. Because of the way I laid out the cabling. So you are going to be unrestricted and try to put it there. Time to move. So I don't want them to break yet another turret. May not have the choice in the matter. Alright, Tony, time to get all... Oh boy, there's a lot of them. Get fierce. Start getting them off the turrets. Oh, this is looking good. They have a bunch of like little wooden clubs at this point. There we go. Done, done, done. Off. This will be reinstalled inside. It's mostly I'm keeping it inside in case of oh no, they're gonna break that door. In case of infestation, we'll have a little bit of firepower automatically. Gear. Yes, they have some good gear. So Stormy, just drop that. I'm gonna strip and strip. Tony. You have some bashes. They're bashed up a little bit, but they're not that bad. This corpse obviously is going to become a problem, so... Safalu, guess what? You were rescued recently. You get to be the one to... No, to be the one to haul this corpse out. They're going to bash some of my doors down, but I don't really see a easy way of stopping that at the moment. All I need to do is put shooters into the tunnels to counter them. What I really should have is doors that overlook other doors. Oh, actually, Martinez stopped doing that. Let's try to repair that door. Hello, Martinez. I just destroyed your kidney. Good. One more down. Stormy, how's your... Okay, I only have light buildup. I'm going to try to shoot Zane from the back, because he's about to break that. Nope, the door's gone. Where is he trying to travel out of? Alright, Stormy, get inside. Actually, before Stormy gets inside, let's go ahead and form Caravan. Storm. I don't care where you're traveling to. Load. Alright, let's kill this dude. Mr. Bashmador. And lucky, marble is a pretty renewable resource, so yes, it's annoying that this dude's gonna get through the doors, but he died for it. Alright, Janes, you are out of stuff to do. Cool. Gonna make the bedroom a little bit nicer. Also, probably should throw in a steel chest. I wish I could stumble. Oh, there is actually components here. I'm gonna dig to the components. Alright, so we're going to want to replace the door. Actually, I think it's better if I put the door here. That way when we open it and I mine here, we can have 3 people standing there. Safalu, you're unrestricted. You are going to dump a body there. And this past dump zone is going to be removed. Cool. Get these marble doors built. Tony, how you doing? You are okay, but needs medical attention. These guys are finally dying. Really have no interest in taking them as prisoner. Our doors are now replaced. James is going to make this place a little bit homier. Prisoner request. Lover of Safalu. 2 turrets, 1 enemy. I've got 20 days. Held by cannibals. Ugh. And that is actually right next to the... it's actually pretty convenient. It's right next to Imas, which we haven't yet named, but is named Imas for me anyway. Alright, I'm going to dig. Let's not worry about that yet. How much time do I have on this trade route? 6 days? Okay. And I need something to research. I'm going to do mortars. Let's go with a steel door here. And we're going to go with pod launchers here and here. Guess I ought to work on how nice this room is. Uh-oh. James is a sad wander. That's really not good. Oh boy. Thinking. Safalu can do some of this stuff here, up there. So I'm going to launch Safalu with 4 components. But Cefalu's a pacifist. He'd be really bad at arresting Janes. Oh, and a transport crash. Mizuki. Like an almost pacifist. Oh god, Sad Wander's bad. Who can apprehend him? Tony can. Or Aggro. Or Stormy. Aggro's already hurt. But Aggro, you're going to have to do it, buddy. I just don't see an alternative here. So let's go and load up. Launch. Replace. And Cefalu's going to have to get some more components from somewhere. This is a pretty easy spot to go, but I think he's probably... What's your health at? 17? That's not great. Prisoner release. Aggro, you're going to be sent to primary warden. Cool. That's going to piss him off even more. But I really don't see that I had a choice in the matter. We'll give Janes a beer. I didn't send any chem fuel, which is my bad. But it was a bit of an emergency, so whatever. Alright, Aggro, you've got a bedroom. Aggro, are you... Who is... The best person to send would be Janes, and Janes is more likely to freak out, but I'd rather have him freaking out on the overworld. So, Janes, you are going to take... What is going on with my food? You're going to grab your pistol. And you are going to form a caravan. He's not the best person that can sell, but he's the only person that can sell. What is going on with the meals here? Fine, whatever. Form caravan, Mr. Janes. And you are going to go to here. And you are going to load up 2 of the meals. And now head on out for the trade run. Please get out to the edge of the map before you have an issue. You're also moderate radiation. Go, go, go. Move, move, move. Really? The corner? The corner? Seriously? I hate this game sometimes. Alright, Mr. Aggro. We are going to put metal tiles down here and make this place look nice. I have 2 inspired surgeries, which really piss me off because they're really not that useful. I wouldn't say they piss me off, but they're really not that useful. And he got radiation damage. What got damaged? his right tibia got radiation damage. So we're going to have to get a bionic leg for him. And he had a mental break. I actually wanted him to have a mental break out on the edge of the map, so he'll get cathartic. Oh, and he has carcinoma. Fantastic. The threats of all the cancer has been realized. Well, Aggro can stay back here and make this outpost a little nicer. Additionally, what I could do is, because it's going to be a little challenging to set up power, I can just set up a bunch of traps. I have a lot of steel, so I can use the steel for traps. And that's what I'll do. Where is that carcinoma? On your rib cage. Cool. And it's minor, but it's growing. Good. Nothing like some good cancer, right? Because we frequent these parts of the tunnels often, I'm going to clean them up and keep them a little bit nicer than everywhere else. Just because it doesn't really hurt me to do it. We have a lot of people that are going to, or some other people are going to be idle anyway. More carcinoma! Yay! Now you know why I'm so... Oh, his torso is all sorts of effed up. Now you understand why I'm so careful not to get past moderate, because it's like a light switch. The moment we hit moderate, everything starts falling apart. Zone. Let's dump some of these chunks outside. Eventually I'm not going to have the stockpile there, but for now that's going to have to do metal tile. Let's add some more metal tiles. Transport pod. Oh, yeah, we'll have to remove the roof. And ignore the roof everywhere else. Okay, now we can have transport pods here. And I had it set up, I have them set up so that we don't have to stand in the radiation for any reason. But I think what I'll do is go back to mining. His Berserker Rage has come to an end. That's good, because he's now super cancer ridden. I'm going to forbid that, because aggro is more likely to botch and reduce the construction desire. And start mining a tunnel, because what I'm going to do is I want to store the stockpile out there. All right, at this point, let's go ahead and send the jackets, the silver, all the other clothing, the bows, the wooden stuff, and maybe go juice. Where's my beer? We have a lot of beer. Maybe 50 beer or 40 beer. And 11 tea. Out. Okay, everything's been overhead mountain so far. That's good. All right, so he's at Eos. he's wounded, so his trade... A narc got caught. His trade effectiveness is going to suck. Ooh, there's a spine here, though. That's intriguing. So he's just going to stand there a little bit. I hate to say, but there's nowhere else I can put him. Okay, I have a little bit of malnutrition. I need to change my food intake to be anything, and then I'll be able to eat. Home zone. A very important designation. I'm going to uninstall that other bed. Alright, if you need rest... Oh, hit compacted machinery. Good. Aggro is a good miner. Yes, so that will yield nicely. Good, good, good. All right, you guys. Let's get this pod loaded. He's running out of food, but that just means he ate his last meal. So that's actually not that big of a deal. He won't be hungry for a bit. Anything of this I can't sell. I'm just going to delete, basically. I'm going to queue up a bunch of loading until that thing is loaded. We'll get him home soon, and then we'll have to perform a lot of surgeries. So I'm hoping to buy the bionic spine, because that is a goal of mine. Maybe buy some Nuturamine to turn my herbal meds into regular meds. We'll have to see. I think I'm going to switch this over from cotton to rice now. No, I'll keep doing that. Tony, you'll just be hauling. I know you have a bad back, and you are not the best hauler as a result, but... Stormy, go help. The problem with keeping your pods far away from your stockpile is there's a lot of movement involved. Actually, Ceph can help speed this up a little bit. Light helps move stuff around. And actually, Ceph, you also help to haul. Aggro's getting a little bit happier. That's good. Alright, pods are done. Launch. We're going to give it to James's Caravan. Alright, he's immobile, but we knew that was going to happen. Fulfill the trade order. Done. Trade. Instead of trade, actually aggro. Alright, now that that's done, aggro, you are going to go join him. So, to help carry that home, carry the meals and bring the meals to him. I don't think... Oh no, it actually caused... Ooh, my mod is not fully working then, huh? I was pretty sure I removed that faction-based proximity error, but I'm going to have to fix that, because clearly I had not done that correctly. I'll have to write that down for myself, but that's only going to happen once a season. Yeah, so obviously something I'm going to have to remedy, but... oh well, mistakes are made. I'm not actually all that fluent in C# either. Which is what this game is primarily programmed in. Okay, so we don't have any more chem fuel. We just used the last of it to refuel the pod launchers. So I'm going to set the fuel targets of the pod launchers to 0 so we don't use any more of it. And then we're going to have to use some of our rice to make chem fuel. So I'll get going on that now. And we're going to have to send chem fuel to the outpost. Okay, merge, trade. We're a little too heavy, so we can't bring everything back, but I wasn't planning on... I was planning on having a lot of stuff being sold anyway. I just wanted a healthier negotiator. Okay, so now we're underweight. We definitely can't afford to buy anything cool unless we sell the neurotrainer. But still can't afford the spine. But I am going to sell the neurotrainer so that we can buy plasteel. I need 50... I need 40 something plasteel. I need 46 of it, I think. That leaves me with a little bit more wiggle, or a little bit money left to wiggle with. So I'm going to do Nutrimine. As much as we can buy. 15, 20, nope, 18. 18 is exactly how much we can buy. Accept that, and enter EMAS. Alright, EMAS is not very well protected yet. I'm also going to extend the stockpile to allow for more space. Cefalu is making some chem fuel that we'll be able to use to pod back home. And then we have a lot of surgeries to do, but Stormy and Tony have inspired surgeries. And what occurs to me is I'm massively over time here. So I'm going to end this here. I was just excited about getting that second infinite chem reactor home. If you have any questions for me, drop me a line. If you have any feedback, let me know. And I hope you enjoyed this episode, despite the radiation damage and carcinomas. But that's the risk of doing trade. Now that I have the trade route established, it should be a little bit easier. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Tune in next time to see the... to see all the surgeries. Adios, guys.